Hey guys, thanks a lot for clicking on the video. For last 1 month, I could not make any videos, and you guys have been really supportive. Sent me a lot of good messages, sent me a queries. I'll be replying to them soon. My exams are over now, and the videos will be regular. Today, we'll be talking about the pros and cons of doing an MBA from Singapore. So let's get started, but after the music. So let's get started with the pros first. The number one advantage of doing an MBA from Singapore is its reputation as a very good country for seeking education. As you can see in the QS ranking, you can see the NUS and NTU are holding 11th ranking and the 12th ranking all over the world. That means many Ivy League universities are even below Singapore universities, and it's a great achievement. So when you do education from such great universities, it actually shows on your resume, and it helps you to get recognition and a good job. Also, with my personal experience of studying in NUS for a semester, I can say that the education quality of education is really good, and there is a great emphasis on academics and also your experiential learning, and that is why your overall MBA experience will be quite rich, and you will be feeling fulfilled both on the experiential side and the academic side. The second reason why you should do an MBA from Singapore is the price point. So, if you have done some market research, you must know that doing an MBA in Singapore cost around 30 to 40% less than what it would cost you if you do in Europe, and about a half of what it would cost you if you do from the US. So that is why the MBA comes at a very good price point. To give you an example, an MBA from Harvard would cost you around 200. Okay, let's not compare it with Harvard, but any, let's say NYU Stern, it would cost you around 150 US dollars, 150,000 US dollars, which is around 200,000 Singapore dollars. But when you compare it with, let's say NUS, it would cost you around 80,000 Singapore dollars. So as you can see, the price is 60% lesser than NYU Stern. And I can go on so on and so forth. NUS is the most expensive among NUS, NTU, and SMU, which are the three major universities for doing MBA in Singapore, apart from INSEAD, of course. So the price point is really good, and that is why you are getting an international brand, good ranking, and you do not have to spend all your savings, or you do not have to get into a lot of debt for doing an MBA, and that is why many people prefer MBA in Singapore. The third major point why you should do an MBA in Singapore is the Singapore city itself. It's a multiracial, advanced city country, and once you come here, you will find that they do not only have the Singaporeans are basically either Chinese, Indians, Malay, or Europeans when it comes to their ethnicity. So that is why you will have a lot of cultures over here, and when you interact with them, it will add up to your personality development. It won't show in your resume, but it will definitely show in your personality, because as a manager, as a business person, you must have cultural understanding, and once you come in this multiracial environment, it will drastically improve your learnings about culture, and you will know how to interact with different kind of people. So this is a very good experience. The 2 to 3 years that you will spend in your education in Singapore, which will be very life changing, and if you continue to do a job here, you will see a lot of difference in your personality. The fourth major reason of doing an MBA from Singapore is the financial hub status of this city. This city and this country, it's a city state, by the way. So this city holds the status of a financial hub, not only in Asia, but all over the world. and that is why you have a lot of banks, a lot of financial institutes, a lot of companies and technical institutes as well. And that is why you have a great opportunity of getting an internship and even a job by networking with a lot of people. So that means if you are studying here, you are not studying in a village, or you are not just reliant on the Zoom calls. You can actually reach out to people and invite them for a coffee, and that will actually increase your chances of getting hired, and also increasing your network. So it's a great advantage of having the university in a very business driven country. So till now we talked about the 4 pros of doing an MBA in Singapore, but we have to talk about the cons as well. And the first major con is Singapore is a young country, and that is why all the institutions out here are pretty young. And young institutions take time to make their mark in the world. So NUS and NTU both have held very high rankings, and even higher than the Ivy League universities of the world. But still, when we talk about human perception, the Ivy League universities, the Harvards and the Oxford of the world, have 400 to 500 years of history with them, which is not the case for NUS. And that is why there is still some bias in the Western world, and they are not aware of the reputation that Singapore holds as an educational hub. And it is taking time, and since the economy is moving towards the economic growth is moving towards Asia, and Europe and US are still trying to hold their fort, it will be a tough battle. But when I talk about the 2021 status, still, if you get an MBA from, let's say, Carnegie Mellon, which is lower in ranking than NUS, still Carnegie Mellon will be more sought after, and that is just facts. And but Singapore as a brand and NUS as a brand, it still holds a lot of value, and you should definitely consider it. But this point is very, very valid. The second point that I would like to share is a bit subtle. So when you are coming to do an MBA in Singapore, you should be aware that 70% of your cohort will come from countries like China, Korea, Japan, Singapore, basically Southeast Asian countries, and the countries that are north of India. And there is a cultural difference. You have to take the initiative to make new friends, to interact with these people, because everybody who comes for doing an MBA is open to make new friends. But in the beginning, you may find it a bit hard, and that is why it's not like America. It's not like people are doing a small talk. People may be in the lift and not talk to you at all. And at that time, you have to break the ice. And that is how you interact and increase your circle. So people are friendly, but you have to take an initiative, or at least get some cultural understanding, so that it will be easier for you to network and make more friends. That is what you should keep in mind before coming to Singapore for doing an MBA. So that's it, guys. This was the 4 pros and the cons of doing an MBA from Singapore. I hope you liked the video. If you really liked it, then please give it a thumbs up. Comment that what other topics you want me to cover. And until next time, peace.